Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed that song as much as
Soft Man did.
In a minute, you head over to our Instagram page. You'll see what we're talking about. Yes. Soft Man, throw down 2 legs, man.
All right, so Miss Swift,
Yeah.
always singing about her exes. Daily just said she built a career on breakup songs. But in that song, she's stuck on this one guy. So let's see if you guys can relate. Is it okay, ever, to take an ex back? You break it off, it's over, it's done, kaput, finito, and then a week later, or a month later, or a year later.
A year, 2 years, 3
Back
years.
together? Yes or no? Depends.
Why? Well, the first thing says, what are your reasons for wanting them back? And that's a very, very good question. Why? 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 Why you want to go back there?
It can work out.
Why?
Me no know. Make we ask.
Some
Let's
people,
see.
you know, some people, they broke up with the ex, and then they may have a string of bad relationships afterwards. And they say, you know what? Let me stick to the evil when
When
me
me
know,
know.
yeah. No,
That's a terrible reason.
Yes.
That's a terrible reason.
I use a lot no better now out there. No.
All right, so let's go through some of the reasons, or this article says some of the most common reasons. Kerry, where is this article from?
eHarmony.
All right. So, first one is mutual loneliness. Kind of close to what Dana just said a while ago. So you're back with them not because you really want to be back with them, but you figure there is nobody else.
Them single, you single, and you say, "Chuck, might as well."
Can't find nobody decent.
So might as well.
Probably have been through another couple of relationships and they don't work out. So you figure that's the least bad of all of them. Not really a good reason.
That's like a retreaded tire, man.
Yeah, it's going to bust up at some point. This
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
temporary solution to your loneliness, and it often ends up with some kind of physical relationship, but nothing really more than that. This says sooner or later, one or both of you are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I guess, because you have to go through it the first
Because
time.
that stopgap. So maybe you go see somebody and say, wait, then look how me start dating, and then him or him see somebody and say, wait. So,
Jealousy.
Oh. People get back with their ex not because they want to be with them, but because they can't bear the idea of them being with anyone else.
Why is
Listen,
Harold
man.
smiling so
And Robin
broadly?
is that, I don't know why he's smiling about that.
Ah!
And these are the people that often are very problematic
That means you're stalking, controlling.
because they try to break up the existing relationship. And they don't really want to, you know.
It's just a challenge.
Yes.
And a chase.
Everything to do with control and manipulation.
Soldier,
What you
say,
say,
old broom
soldier?
know the corner.
But why would I have a Swiffer and then go back and take up a broom?
Actually, the broom them better than the Swiffer.
The soldier tell me the Swiffer
Swiffer
can't
can't
reach
reach the
around the corner. Yes, soldier.
Shout out to the people who actually like leave somebody and realize that your life is so much lighter and stress-free, so you don't ever want to go back there. But there are some people who, you know, can't text it. Them a daily left and daily look so happy with Marvin, and you just feel like you have to throw a spoke.
Simone
No, it's
and
up to,
Marvin, you draw for man.
it's just an example, Dale. Don't feel anything about it. Forbidden fruit. Forbidden fruit. This is for the people who you're with somebody and they never do nothing good for you yet, and them never this and them never that, and when you and them left, them is the most wonderful person. Because you take what you had for granted.
They find their ex irresistibly attractive when they get together with someone else.
When the exes is somebody
and
else.
become unattainable.
Yeah. That's for a lot of women are like that with married men, actually.
Trouble is that people often don't want their prize once they've got it, and after the initial red hot passion has died down, there is nothing of substance left. The The most common situations where people get back together with an ex and it builds into a relationship that may be better or stronger than it was before include enforced separation.
So you and somebody are together, but for some
Oh,
kind of
me get
reason
a
that
job.
you can't help.
Me get a job in a Nigeria and him gone to England, so it no work.
Right. Right.
But then him come to Nigeria, so it work. True, that can work.
Jeopardy.
What that mean?
Sometimes it's not until you've lost something or you mash up something that you realize it really was a good thing you had in the first place.
Every Wednesday morning, arrow.
It's true.
When me not come to work.
Oh gosh.
Every Wednesday.
So
gosh, daily and I work.
if it is, they say that you really believe that your ex has realized his or her mistake
Or her folly.
and has corrected same, then perhaps that relationship actually can work after.
I think it's going to depend on how it did break up.
Depends on what the folly was.
Yes, and it depends on how we broke up too. So I tell people, always be respectful, because you never know. Because if you're breaking up and you do it in a one bad way, you might can't come back and when you want to come back. So just try to be respectful and don't burn the bridge.
Soji is very vested in this.
Yes, Soji look like him know where to talk about.
Unfinished business. You ever with somebody you feel like it ended too soon, or there was more to it that, could have worked had you guys just stuck it out. There are some of those situations where the relationship ended prematurely and both parties feel that it wasn't complete, so they get together to give it another shot rather than wondering what would have happened, what if. So no regrets.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
It don't work. But at least you answer the question.
Yeah, because it's that, listen, what if, and then you do it and you say, oh Lord, better we never. So.
And forgiveness.
Yes.
This is one you add.
Before you get back with an ex, is it really important to ask yourself whether you can really forgive whatever it was that ended the relationship in the first place? Ladies, look here. If you're not going to forgive it, let it go. Do not say, okay, honey, I forgive you. And then for the rest of the days of your life,
bring it up every day.
Every morning you wake up and you say, you remember when you did? And when him come home, you remember when you did? You're either going to forgive it or you're not going to forgive it. If you forgive it, let it go.
And there's a difference between forgiving and condoning. So you're not condoning what they did by forgiving. You're just saying, I forgive you, I've let it go, and I can move past it, which is a very big statement to make. It's a big
statement.
So you have to know if your head ready and your heart ready, and you can really take that risk of getting back into that situation. Men too. Come here, say women,
but some man can niggle into. But guess what to do? With forgiveness, I think, happens both ways. So in order to forgive, you must also show remorse for me to forgive you. So it makes sense you do something, and then me go forgive you and you not care. Because you're going to do it again.
So does forgiveness mean forgetting?
I wouldn't say forgetting, but I don't think you should hold it against somebody. You know what I mean? And if you are remorseful, but it don't make sense. For example, somebody's going to cheat, and you say, I'm going to forgive you. Why are you forgiving the person? Did the person say, look, I realized cheating was wrong, and and it was hurtful, and I'm going to not do it again. If it not reach that space there, what are you forgiving? What and why are you forgiving? But once you forgive, for peace sake, let it go. Sometimes the people, I had a friend, I said, look, I said, this don't sound like you forgive him to me, And you're going back into this relationship, but it sounds to me like you still have him up, And if you still have him up, it not gonna last.
Do you think there are some things that are unforgivable? Are there some things that are unforgivable? Is there something that everybody
has their own limit. I think everybody has their own limit. There are some things some people won't forgive. There are some things people will. Some man not forgive certain things. Some man will say, well, that's how it go. So you have to know your limit though. Don't let people set your limit.
Of course it's true.
Don't let people set your
Of course
limit.
it's true. You know, there are men actually who have
Of course you can.
been jacketed and they've taken the kids as their own kids.
Of course you can.
Because the jacket fits
That's what I'm
nicely.
saying. You have to forgive. It makes no sense. A woman is going to say, look, this is not your child. And you're going to say, all right, I forgive you. And then every day you're going to get up and say, you see, I might be. Yeah, come on, man.
Or you
Move
treat the
beyond it,
child
man.
bad or, yeah.
Move beyond it. Move
That
beyond
forgiveness one, guys, that's the biggest.
Move beyond it.
That's the
Because if you
biggest
bring
one.
a child to that woman, you'd want her to treat that child right. So, let's move on. Not true, soldier.
The other thing is we can utter anything until we're in the position. That's the next thing. Everybody can say, Harry, you can't talk about what you don't never do, and everybody, oh, never. If the one thing that relationships can teach you, it's never say never.
And guys, as we said, know your own limit. Because you have some man, you know, they will tell him and say, me, the woman could have never carried a jacket, come give me, should have left me house. And then 3 years later, you see him with
get a pants too.
With 2 picnic, and you say,
yes.
them picnic then and look. So why you tell me for break, Arrow? And then you say, look how this man mash up these people relationship. But he's willing to do what he's telling his friend not to do. Women same way. Me, if he cheat on me, could have never come back in my house. Then you buck up them gentlemen. And you say, you know, I'm buck up a gentleman with Jody. And she said, really? I'm going to curse him. And she not gone away. So now follow people. Do what's in your heart.
Set your own limits.
To do. Correctly so.
That's it, guys.
But if it's Marvin, make him go on.
Wow. I believe in you, Marv. I believe in
Marvin, you said burn your bridge and move on. That's what you said?
You don't believe in forgiveness?
You're going to be a lonely soul.
You don't believe in forgiveness? Why?